Welcome into another episode of Down South Ball Talk hosted by LT. I'm your man LT, and today's episode is going to be a good one. But before I start, let me say this thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Please hit that like button, please comment on the stream, and please subscribe to the channel and help us grow this channel. So today's episode, we're going to focus on the AFC South defenses. I'm going to rank the AFC South defenses. Also, we're going to talk about the Spurs and Thunder series. The Spurs won last night to even the series up at 2-2, heading back to Oklahoma City tomorrow night. But let's get into it, man. I want to rank the AFC South defenses, man. And the AFC South has some pretty good defenses in it. A couple that I'm going to speak on is underrated to me. A couple's going to take a step back. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Like it's nothing to it. The very first one I want to do is the number coming in at number 4. I must say, let me say that is the Indianapolis Colts. They have a defense, man. Last season they came in at 23rd ranked, really middle of the pack, type of defense. They didn't really do much in the offseason to, bolster up this defense. Last year they had an 8-9 record. We all know about the collapse towards the end of the season. That really wasn't, because of the defense. The defense was really playing, the same way all season. Let's see, what do I have here on the notes? They had the same defensive coordinator, Lou Aromo. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry, Anaromo. Let's say that right. Lou Anaromo. I want to get his name right for sure. And again, they had 6 free agent signings this year. Some key departures, though. I believe they're really going to miss Zaire Franklin. He's a linebacker that was in the middle. He's a tackling machine. He has made the Pro Bowl. I believe they will miss him. I know Zaire isn't like a household name or anything like that, but if you ever watch the Colts play, he was the heart and soul of that defense and getting all the tackles. They also lost defensive end Quiddy Pay. I believe that's a loss that they're going to miss as well. And also cornerback Tre'Davious Ward is also gone. I mean, you do have Sauce, and I know that he shuts down one side of the field. I would love Sauce to travel. However, that's just not his game. He's more of just shut down, one side of the defense. He's so comfortable on that right side. So again, Sauce Gardner, he all pro. He's going to do his thing. He got hurt last season, but I believe Sauce Gardner will come back this year and have a pretty good season because again he's Sauce Gardner, man. He proves that he can do it. The only thing with Sauce, I've always said this, even in his rookie season when he made all pro and all that, man, he just has a tackling deficiency. I don't know if he just doesn't want to tackle or what it is, but when you watch tape on Sauce, it's just about his tackling, his willingness to actually tackle. So that's the only thing I have about Sauce. Other than that, he's a shutdown corner. Period. He is a shutdown corner in the NFL. Who else? Let's see. Again, I worry that this defense will regress, especially in the backfield. Oh, not backfield. I'm sorry. The in the safety position because again, I mean, who is this? They got a rookie starting at safety, and we all know how that goes with rookies, man. I mean, it is what it is. So with that being said, I mean their defense, I believe they'll be okay, but I don't know. They did have a really good year from Latu last year, and I believe that's why they felt comfortable about letting Franklin go because they believe Latu can take that next step in his second year. Because again, just as a rookie, what do I have here? He had 8.5 sacks in his rookie season. I mean, if he just builds on that each and every year, I mean, sky's the limit. I mean, 10 sacks this year. Do you expect that from Latu? I do. He had 8.5 last year, so. Do I expect him to have a second leap in his second year? I mean, a leap in his second year. I do believe that Latu could do that. But I believe they take a step back. I mean, they were 23rd overall last year. I see them even being even in that 20 to 32 range or 25 to 32 range, man. I mean, they just have to prove it to me. I just see Zaire being that tackle machine he is, and you hoping on your second year linebacker to step up and do something for you. We'll see. We will see. Let's move on. Coming in third, who I believe is the third best defense in the AFC South, I have the Tennessee Titans. Last year they were 21st ranked defense. Again, just like the Colts, middle of the pack, wasn't too bad, wasn't too good. Like that, 21st is really good, seeing that they only won 3 games last year. I believe the defense was the backbone of this this team last year. Yes, Cameron Ward did show progression after the bye week, and I believe Cameron Ward will be really good this year. And I believe the defense got better. Look at these additions. I mean, you got Robert Saleh calling the defense now, and he admitted in the Jets as the head coach he was not calling plays. He will call plays for the Tennessee Titans, just like how he did for the 49ers. I believe that will be a big impact on this defense. Let's see. They had a lot of injuries happen in the secondary last year. Ladarius Sneed went down. The safeties went down. It was a lot of players last year that you didn't even know who they were in the secondary. So I believe their secondary will be good. I believe Winston takes a step up. I believe that they have some good corners that they signed. Who we have here? They signed, Alontae Taylor to that $60 million deal. They have Joshua Williams as well on the deal. And then Flott, they signed a 3-year deal with him. So they did bolster up the cornerback room. All new cornerbacks. I believe that will be better. Now, do they have a shutdown corner? No. Do I believe the Titans need one? Yes. They need a shutdown corner. Not everybody can get one. I'm not sitting there saying every team in the league has a shutdown corner. However, I believe if you are a serious Super Bowl contending team, you have a shutdown corner on your team. I mean, that's just my belief. I believe it starts with a shutdown corner and obviously up front on the defensive line. But those are the two biggest things I believe a defense needs for sure. Let's see here. This offseason, I mean, they spent $110 million on free agency on the defense. We already spoke about the cornerbacks. They signed John Franklin Myers to a 3-year deal. They traded for, edge Jermaine Johnson. They are both familiar with Robert Saleh and the defense and the way he likes to rotate all of those defensive linemen in there in that 4-3 scheme. So I believe they will be better. Let's see. They drafted Keldrick Falk with the 31st pick. They came back up to get him. He was a captain on the Auburn Tigers in the SEC. I believe he will, bring some different things that Robert Saleh likes to do in the pass rush. Because I believe he is a pass rushing defensive lineman. So I like that move as well. Who we have here? Can Saleh get this defense playing? I believe so. I always say this. If you have a coach that you will run the wall through or run through a wall for, I mean, sky's the limit. I believe in Robert Saleh, and I believe that his mistakes that he did with his defense with the Jets, he will not make in Tennessee. He saw what he could do in the 49ers and what he had with the 49ers, and he still had a top 10 defense. So I believe in 2 years he will turn this defense into a top 10 defense along with anchoring with Jeffrey Simmons. You have, if not the top-ranked defensive tackle in the league right now. So I believe with what Robert Saleh wants to do on defense, that helps a lot. Let's see. I really do believe that Robert Saleh gets this defense together. I like what they did with the linebackers. They brought in Anthony Hill Jr. as well. I believe him, Cody Barton, and also oh gosh, I forget the tackling machine. I forget his name. Holy guacamole. But yes, I believe the linebackers will be Cedric Gray. That's his name. Lord Jesus. I believe that linebacker core will be really good for the Titans, and I'm excited to see what their defense does this season. I believe they will be way better than 21st. I believe they will be in that 15 to 20 range, if not 13 to 20 range. I believe they will play hard for Robert Saleh. Let's move on. Number 2. Obviously, there's only 2 more teams in the AFC South I could talk about. Coming in at number 2, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars defense as the second best defense in the AFC South. Last year, they came in ranked 11th in the league, which is really good. That is really, really good last season. Number 1 ranked rushing defense in the NFL, first time in franchise history. That is really good. I mean, look at these stats. Did not allow a single 100-yard individual rusher all season. Not one rusher got 100 yards on this team last season, so that's really awesome. Finished second in NFL with 22 interceptions. I mean, the stats, said led the NFL with 110 points off takeaways. That's awesome. I can't say any much more about this defense. I believe they will be better. They will be, if not just as good as they were this year. Now, do I believe they'll be 11th? I believe they regress a little bit. They did lose former people. And also, now that they have Travis Hunter going full-time to cornerback, I believe they have a shutdown cornerback now. If he goes full-time, I believe by his 3rd season, you will perceive Travis Hunter as a shutdown corner. So the regression, only thing I think their regression is the rushing. Why do I believe that? I mean, come on now. Can you really do that again 2 years in a row where you don't have one single 100-yard rusher? Come on now. Now, if they do it, more power to the Jags. And that just proves to me that they're just that elite of a defense still. So I think that that's the only regression that they have for sure. Let's see. Devin Lloyd departed that to the Panthers. I believe that is a major blow to the linebacker room. But again, this core is built up front is how I would build it with your defensive line and get you a shutdown corner like Travis Hunter. That's how I would build my defense. So I believe that they will still be, up there. Do I believe they be top 15? We shall see. We shall see. With this young secondary, I believe that is the weak link of the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. They are young, but again, Travis Hunter is a beast, man, and I believe he can shut down a side of the field once he plays full-time cornerback. So, and does he travel? Yes, I believe Travis Hunter will want to travel. I don't think he just stays on one side of the field. I think if he goes up against Chase, he goes up against, Jettas, he goes up against Puka, he wants them, no matter if they're on the outside or in the slot. I think Travis Hunter wants to do the Pat Surtain and travel with the best of the best. So I think Travis will be a shutdown cornerback in the league, and I believe in all of his abilities, even on the offensive side, and bringing him in for a couple plays, maybe run a jet sweep or, something like that for Travis on the offensive side. So with that being said, I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars is the second best defense in the AFC South. Now, number one, I mean, this is a number one defense in the whole league, not just in the AFC South. This defense played lights out. I believe they could have went to the Super Bowl if their quarterback would have just game managed like how they needed him to be. Number one, the number one defense in the AFC South to me is the Houston Texans. They came in, finished as the number one overall defense in the league. Number one. Not just in AFC, but in the whole league. Number one. Led the NFL with total yards allowed. Was top 2 scoring defensive units last season. That means they were scoring the mess out of the ball on the defensive side. They were not playing around. I mean, it is. Let's just go over it. Forced 29 turnovers during the regular season, third in the NFL. Let's see. During the wild card win against Pittsburgh, the defense only allowed 6 points and 211 yards total. This defense played lights out. Ranked first in scoring rate allowed, 27%. That means you're only scoring 27% against this team when you go out there. You only have a 27% chance to score. Not just a touchdown, but also a field goal. This defense, what else can I say about it? I mean, from top to back, from safeties up to the front, they are stacked. They have a shutdown corner. They have, if not the best, safe or not safe. I'm sorry, combo as a linebacker / DN and Will Anderson. They also re-signed Will Anderson this year to a $150 million deal. They also re-signed Sheldon Rankins. They re-signed Danielle Hunter for a 1-year deal, and then they signed Reed Blankenship to come over to solidify that safety position. Lord Jesus. Not to mention you got Stingley, who travels. So, I mean, this defense is stacked, and do I believe that they will be ranked in the top 5 again this year? I for sure believe they will. Barring any injury or anything like that, this defense will carry this team to heights, and they will score the ball. And again, as I always state, I would love for a defense to be built from the defensive line to a shutdown corner, and they have both. I mean, Danielle Hunter, oh, Lord Jesus, he's a beast. Then you got Will Anderson coming off that. It's just ridiculous. And then they got Aziz Shahir, who's a tackling machine as a linebacker. So this defense is stacked, man. I don't see a hole or a weakness in this defense. The only weakness I see is if some injuries happen. That's the only weakness I see for this defense. Seriously, it is going to be scary hours, and I mean scary hours for the NFL with this defense. So there it is, my rankings for the best defenses in the AFC South. Coming in number 4, I have the Indianapolis Colts. Number 3, I have the Tennessee Titans. Number 2, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the best defense in the AFC South, coming in number 1, I have the Houston Texans. All right, let's move a little bit on to the NBA, man. Oh, Lord Jesus. Them Spurs. The Spurs is the only Southwest Division team still in it. The Final Four, basically, of the NBA. You have the Spurs versus the Thunder. They won last night. It was a really good game. I mean, And what I mean by good game is the Spurs basically they had to have it. This was a must-win for the Spurs, if you ask me. They won 103-82. It really wasn't even really close the whole game. I mean, Oklahoma City, they just seemed like they were just not having a good night. Let's go here. Wemby gave you 33-8 with also 3 blocks. Also, one of my favorite players, man, that's coming on is Dylan Harper, man. He gave you in 21 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. I'm so sorry. Yes, in 21 minutes, he gave you 7 points with 5 rebounds. But De'Aaron Fox came back, and he gave you everything that you thought he would. 12 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He was showing up. It was just a really effort of everybody doing their thing. Stephon Castle, his first 2 games had almost close to 30 turnovers. These last 2 games, he has had 0. He has had 0 turnovers in these last 2. I'm sorry, not 0. He's had 2 turnovers. I'm so sorry. 2 turnovers in the last 2 games. So he's giving you everything that you would want from him. Let's see. Shea only gave you 19. I believe this was the first time in over a year or so he hasn't scored 20 points in any game, whether it was playoffs or regular season. So if you can hold him to that and you do what you did with Chet, Chet only giving you 10 points, Hardenstein was damn near the high man with 12 points. You live with that. You will live with that all day. I think the Spurs, they I don't know. Again, the others, which are bench players, they play better at home. So do I believe they can go on the road and get one? Yes, I do. They already did. But I think Wemby has to play out his mind. De'Aaron has to play out his mind. And one thing Champagnie can't do is give you only 2 points. They won this game despite Champagnie only giving you 2 points. That can't happen. Let's see. He was 0 for 5 for 3. That can't happen with Champagnie. I mean, he's making his money off of those free shots that they're kicking it out to him on the 3-point line. So he has to hit those. 0 for 5 is unacceptable. And I believe next game he will at least hit 2 or 3 threes. He has to. You have to have him step up and hit some threes for you. So with that being said, I still believe this series goes 7. I believe that the Spurs ultimately win Game 7 just on some Wemby just pulls out his thing and pulls it out and pulls out the guns, the big guns. And De'Aaron Fox knows what's at stake here to Game 7. Yes, I know it will be in Oklahoma City and it's hard to win there. However, without Jalen Williams, without who else are they missing? Without Mitchell, I believe it can be done. They're a little hurt right now. So is the Spurs. Spurs are hurt. I mean, you can look at De'Aaron Fox. He's hurt. Dylan Harper is hurt as well. I'm not sitting there saying both teams don't have injuries. However, I believe losing Jalen Williams is a big, big loss for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes, I believe Casey Wallace can do it, but I mean, Williams, he's giving you 18 a game in the playoffs this series. I mean, he's a 20-point game scorer. You need that. Do you see Casey Wallace being a consistent 20-point a game scorer? I do not. I do not see that. So I believe they need Jalen Williams back on the court. But, again, I think Shea does better next game. I believe Champagnie does better next game. I believe, Keldon Johnson steps up. He was 3 from 12 from the field. Think about that. He shot 12 shots, only hit 3 of them. So I don't think that happens again. So this has been a good series. I believe that the Knicks will obviously be the opponent for one of these people, and they will be a little beat up, and the Knicks will be well rested. But I think one of these 2 teams will be the NBA champion. I don't think the Knicks have what it takes to beat one of these teams. I just don't think so. But I could be wrong. That's why you play the games. That's why you go out there on the court and you play. Because, again, you never know. What if the Knicks win? What if the Knicks win? But I got the Spurs in 7 with this series, and the Spurs moving on to win the championship in Wemby's 3rd year. All right, so do you agree with any of my takes? Do you think that I got the defensive right? Do you believe that those are the top 4 defensive in the AFC South? Do you believe my rankings are right? Let me know in the comments. Do you believe the Spurs win this in 6 or 7? Do you believe the Thunder beat the Spurs in 6 or 7? Let me know in the comments. I would really, really love to hear your or really love to see your comments and hear from you all. Again, thank you so much for watching this episode of Down South Ball Talk. And again, I must say, please follow all of my socials here. You see them here at the bottom. They're all at Down South Ball Talk, except on X. It is at Down South BT. Again, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please comment on the video. Please help this channel grow. I'm your man LT. I hope you have a wonderful evening.